Всем привет, меня зовут Святослав, и в этом видео я расскажу, как проходила встреча с Ником Вуйчичем и какие усилия нужно было приложить, чтобы его увидеть. Во-первых, сразу же хочу отметить, что не все желающие смогли попасть на встречу этого популярнейшего мотиватора. Я пришел на выступление за 3 часа до его начала и смог зайти только в последней сотне. Хотя вместимость зала равнялась около 1300 человек. Были даже и те, кто занимал очередь и за 8 часов до выступления.
Ходим по одному. Тихо, тихо, не давим! Не толкайтесь сзади! Не толкаемся!
Так, не толкаемся, ребята! Стоим спокойно.
Итак, лекция Ника Вуйчича. Наконец-то мы заходим в аудиторию.
На телефонах. Здорово. И что я предлагаю делать? Я предлагаю делать фотографии, делать селфи, выкладывать их в Инстаграм и, конечно же, не забывать указывать хэштег WFYS 2017.
Нам туда. Как все-таки научиться принимать только правильное решение?
Точно не я.
Еще максимально громкие аплодисменты прямо сейчас от всех гостей, которые находятся в этом волшебном, замечательном зале, потому что прямо сейчас специальный гость 19-го фестиваля молодежи и студентов в Сочи в рамках направления «Гражданская платформа развития». Самый знаменитый мотивационный оратор в мире, писатель, меценат, певец, человек, научившийся жить с редким наследственным заболеванием, вдохновивший своим примером миллионы людей изменить свою жизнь. Итак, дамы и господа, счастливый супруг и отец, встречайте, Ник Вуйчич, под наши самые громкие аплодисменты, конечно же!
Thank you. Well, good morning. Доброе утро. It is my privilege and pleasure to be here. Please sit down so you're not blocking somebody else behind you. Can you turn me down just a little bit more, please, so I can get a little bit more louder? I'm very, very thankful to be here with you today, and congratulations on the 19th World Festival of Youth for Students. Can we give them a round of applause? 19 years in a row. I have 40 minutes with you here and then 20-minute questions and answers, and I want to say a big thank you to all of Russia for welcoming me here. This is not my first time in Russia. I love Russia and I love Sochi. I think Sochi is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been in the world. And as you know, I have a family, my wife and we have 2 boys. And I don't know if you have heard yet, we are now expecting identical twin girls coming in. So we're so thankful to be here. I want to thank the administration of the government to allow me to be here, and thank you very much for attending. I hope that you're inspired. I really want to be real with you and encourage you in your life. And I know that you may be seeing parts of my story on the internet, and I don't know who you are and what you're going through, but there are some keys and values and principles that I just want to encourage you as young people, as the leaders of the next generation, to take away with you. And I want you to know I'm not the best speaker. I'm not the best speaker in the world, and I don't have the most inspirational story in the world either. And I'm still learning. I'm inspired by many people all around the world from what I see, what they're doing as an entrepreneur, what they're doing with maybe special needs challenges in their country. And I've actually been inspired by individuals here in Russia as well. And I want you to know that I'm not the guru to tell you all the formulas of life, because we all have ups and downs. You see my foot? Ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. And there are good days and bad days. There are fears that are rational and irrational. And what I want to talk about today is conquering your fear and how to overcome your obstacles. You know, when we go to school, we see everyone at school and we see the pretty girls and they talk to each other. Then we see the athletic guys and they talk to each other. And then you just see people and you're like, man, well, where's my place in this world? And you know, many kids would come up to me when I was at school and they were like, what happened? And I'd make up different stories like, say, you know, cigarettes or something like that. And first thing. The second thing is to maybe talk to somebody and get some counseling. The third thing is to take one day at a time. And the fourth thing, to try and give someone what they need even while you don't get what you need. Let me explain something beautiful. I was in front of a crowd and I saw a little boy with no arms and no legs, just like me. And I'm like, wow, I want to wrestle him later on. And I looked at him and he looked exactly like me, he even had a little foot like me. And I gave him a hug, and I hugged his mom, and I hugged his dad. And I told his parents that if he goes to school and if he gets bullied and teased, I'm going to go to his school and I'm going to do a free speech. I went to his school and I did a free speech, and everyone stopped teasing him and bullying stopped altogether. Let me ask you, you're here at this World Festival of Youth. Do you really believe that bullying can stop? Do you really believe that we can make a difference?
Yes.
Because I can tell you, I've been to schools where bullying is no more. Where you actually come to the point where you realize, wow, the biggest problems of this earth is world hunger, is lack of medication for all, lack of education and opportunity for all. I have been in front of 17-year-old girls who are slaves, who were sometimes sold by their own mother for $700 US, forced into prostitution. When you look at the world and the world's biggest problems, doesn't it start with bullying? A friend to someone who has no friend. You know how much it means to have a good, true friend who loves you for who you are in the good days and the bad days. Are you a good friend to somebody else or not? My question to you is, who are you? Are you a forgiving person? Or are you a bitter person? Are you somebody who's thankful? Or are you somebody who's not? Who believes that the world owes them everything? Are you a bitter person or are you a forgiving person? Do you want to know the greatest way to know that? Is imagine this. You have 15 seconds to breathe. Who are you? What don't you like about yourself? What don't you like about the things you'd be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for? Tomorrow is not promised for anyone, and every single one of you is valuable. With the permission of the person sitting next to you, give them a hug or give them a high five. I want to see some love going around this room right now. I want to tell you that I love you and I appreciate every single one of you. I really believe in your future, and I really believe that many decisions that you make in your life can change your destiny. One of the big things is, you know, you've seen me on TV. Put your hand up if you saw me on TV to talk about my faith in God. You heard me speak about my faith in God on television. Put your hand up. Great, put your hand down. Maybe you should not come to the school because you're just going to scare everyone. And I'm like, okay. and hung up the phone. Failure or success? Failure. Sochi, is it okay to fail? Yes. So what did I do? I called 15 schools, 26 schools, 32 schools, 41 schools. 52 schools said no. And every time I got a no, I got better and better and better and better and better and better and better. And my 53rd phone call went like this. Hello, my name is Nik Vujicic. I'm a motivational speaker, and I was wondering if I can come and speak at your school about bullying, self-esteem, dreaming big, and never giving up. And she said, okay. And I'm like, ooh. She said, okay. It's like, what do I do now? I'm like, I don't know, right? I had no idea. So I'm like, can you pay? She said, what? It's all for free? I said, no, sorry, I have some costs. She's like, well, what's your cost? I'm like, I don't know, right? And so what we got to understand is, sometimes we're so used to failing, we're not ready for the success. I went to that school, and it was a big success. And it was amazing, because when I went to that school, another school heard about me. And then when I spoke at that school, another school heard about me. I've now gone to 68 countries, spoken 3,000 times to 8 million people face to face. And my largest crowd was 800,000 people in Ukraine. I hope to beat that record here in Russia one day. And I want you to know that in my life, I look at everyone with love. You know, we look at history and the ups and downs. You may know the history of former Yugoslavia and the wars all around the world, including in this region. I just want you to know that we need to pray for each other, we need to love more people, and we need to dream big. And I want you to dream big, because if a man without arms or legs is dreaming big, then so can you. I really believe that you are the generation to end world hunger. I really believe that you are the generation that could really bring more harmony into this world. But it starts with you, and it starts with me, and it starts in our own schools and our own families. I'm sorry if you don't have a nice home, but now you know what a good father should be. Now you know what a good mother should be. You need to understand that change starts with you. And if I want my children to be generous, how are they ever going to be generous until they see their mom and dad be generous? How will I expect my son and daughter to be honest unless they see what honesty is? Every week that I am home, I take my wife out on a date. I buy flowers for my wife every single time I leave home. There are things in my life that we do as a family. When I go to the dining table, I hope to actually start a Facebook. If I start a Facebook, will you follow me? Yeah! And I'm going to start an official Russian page, because at any events that we have in Russia, if Nik Vujicic does not do a video announcement about that event, then the event is fake, and I just want to say that to you. I love you very much. Russia, thank you for loving me. And can I ask, who's the facilitator to do questions and answers, please? Great. So we have a question, we have a microphone on the bottom.
Yes, sure we have. Thank you so much, Nick. All flowers are closed right now.
Здравствуй, Ник. У меня нет слов, просто я тебя люблю. I love you, Ник. Я сегодня в коляске, я очень сильно травмировал ногу, но я приехал к тебе. Моя мама заболела, она не смогла быть со мной, но она просила тебя передать большой-большой привет и сказать, что она тебя любит. Я родился 900 грамм, и мне было очень тяжело, и спасибо, что ты помог мне. И у меня такой вопрос. Я занимаюсь спортом, я делаю 1020 раз пресс за час, и отжимаюсь на пальцах. И как люди на меня смотрят, и они говорят: Гасан, ну помоги нам, вдохнови нас. Я говорю: ну, я не должен это делать, есть Ник. Я так и говорю: посмотрите видео в интернете, там есть Ник. Ну, Гасан говорит: ты наш Ник, а я говорю: нет. И у меня вопрос: могу ли я вдохновлять людей, могу ли я... Они меня спрашивают разные вещи, имею ли я право давать им советы, могу ли я так вот. И могу ли я показать, что я умею. И сфотографироваться. Пожалуйста.
Sure. Well, first of all, the biggest fear on earth, they say, is the fear of public speaking. And the second biggest fear is death. So when you look at the world, you've just been able to speak in front of 1,200 people, and you've conquered the world's biggest fear. And so I'm sure that you can get up in front of any stage, in front of anyone, and let them know what you've learned along the way, and I know they're going to be inspired. So thank you for sharing that. Send my greetings back to your friend and come up for a hug, no problem. Okay, next question.
Я думаю, готов двигаться далее, прямо сейчас по соседству. Почему бы и нет?
Здравствуйте всем, особенно Ники Вуйчич. Я очень рад, что сегодня я нахожусь на этом месте и слушаю ваши вдохновляющие сообщения, послания для нас. Вот. Мне очень понравилось именно, когда вы смело сказали по вашей вере. И это реально очень здорово и хорошего для этой молодежи, как я тоже считаю. Потому что только эта вера в Бога, который дает нам надежду, когда у нас эта вера, не смотрим, насколько жизнь нас не дает эту возможность, потому что мы знаем, что когда мы с ним Богом, который мы верим, все вокруг нас становится возможно, и даже невозможно становится возможно. Спасибо большое, я очень рад, и тоже хотел с вами фото сделать, если вы разрешите.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get you a photo here. Where's your camera?
Ну что ж, друзья, давайте поаплодируем погромче прямо сейчас. Ну что ж, мы готовы перейти дальше. И...
What you were saying is very important. What you're saying is very important. And thank you for... faith is very... Thank you so much. God bless you. 1 second. That question is very, very important, and I wanted to mention to everyone that yes, at 15 years old, I needed to know the truth, and I knew that there was something more than meets the eye. In fact, I believe in God because I've seen demons. Do you understand? Angels and demons are real. I've never seen angels, but I've seen demons. And when you have witchcraft and voodoo and the spiritual realm, it's real. And when you know that you are created for eternal purposes and you're created by a God who loves you, that's where things change. And you know it's not just your strength and your intellect, because your strength and your intellect fail you. But when we know God's love is real and that He'll never let us down, that's where things change for me. So thank you for mentioning about the importance of faith again. And you want to share? No. Yeah, what would you like? Yeah, okay. Okay.
Так, ну что же, дамы и господа, друзья.
কাইরা নিল জাতি কুল ঘরে থাকতে গান গাইতে বলতেছে ঘরে থাকতে আমায় দিলি না রে সম্মানওয়ালা তুই আমারে করলি দিওয়ানা ওরে সম্মানওয়ালা তুই আমারে করলি দিওয়ানা তুই আমারে করলি দিওয়ানা রে সম্মানওয়ালা তুই আমারে